Hello, my name is Ultra Instinct Shaggy, and today I will be narrating a troll pasta by the name of The Dark Secrets of the Bible Black Academy, written by Xeronx Lighten. So let's get to the narration. Hi there! Please, I need to let you know about why you should not go to the Bible Black Academy. Now, before I can tell you why, I would like to introduce myself. I go by Steve. Anyways, here's the most clues that went to a massive wildstorm. This began as an investigation. I was accompanied by my Suicune named Blue, finding the conclusion of the clues, where allegedly the Academy is hideout from the evils of the Whiterun Guards who call themselves the Bible Black Stormcloaks, led by Reika Kitami, Oboro, and Keiyu, the racist terrorist lolicon. The Academy is what looks like a normal school, but it has a darker secret. Rumors about rituals or the craziest shit. I wonder to myself why Reika Kitami is not getting arrested or fired for letting the Whiterun Guards to attack the students and saying hateful stuff. The Whiterun Guards kept silencing the disturbing incidents. What's surprising is videos going on in the Academy. You might see random trends online, but the most focused stuff is the principal. Yep! No bullshit! This guy is a massive dickhead. It's literally Keiyu in his Kramer disguise. And the craziest part is he never got fired for saying hateful stuff to the students or the damn Osama bin Laden portrait next to the Kramer portrait on the wall in the office. I decided to myself and other two agencies to end this. I met them up at a secret location. I met with my team, being Nick from Left 4 Dead, The Punisher, and Toru Yuge. The other two agencies we teamed up with were the Los Sueños Police Department SWAT team, led by Kanatona, a Neko, and the Zootopia Police Department TRU unit, led by Huskash, an anthropomorphic husky. Me and the two leaders of those tactical units discussed the plan around the raid. We need air support with us so we can make sure they don't escape, Kanatona said. We did manage to get photos of the places to make entry. It's going to be tricky, though, because of how many Whiterun Guards are in the school, Huskash said. All right, we plan to do the raid on the weekend because that's when they do the rituals, according to the info Steve gave to us, Nick said. You won't believe how chaotic it was when I saw Reika Kitami in the hallway when my cover was almost blown, I replied. She has something underneath that makes anyone run away, I continued. According to Taki Minesi's report to the LSPD, on the racist principle is that he would go into his two disguises, one of Osama bin Laden and the other of Kramer from Seinfeld, Kanatona said. The only thing we need to be aware of the most is the Palestinian alarm clock that Keiyu carries, the Punisher said. Not only that, but also that the Whiterun Guards won't go down without a fight, Toru Yuge said. We need to go in by each entrance around the Academy. If any Whiterun Guard tries to attack you, shoot them, I said. After the discussion and planning, we then waited until the weekend. When the time came around 5 a.m., we met up at the lot at an unknown large lot. We discussed everything with the tactical teams about the plans. After the discussion we had, we then headed to the Academy and raided. When we searched every room until a group of Whiterun Guards spotted us. Fuck! I silently said. We then shoot the group of the Whiterun Guards and immediately went outside just as we heard footsteps. When we got outside, we saw Keiyu in Kramer disguise running along with Reika Kitami and Oboro. We then ran after them as I told air support to keep track of them. More Whiterun Guards appeared ahead of us. They ran aggressively towards us with their swords in hand. We shot at them to hopefully catch up to Keiyu, Reika, and Oboro. We managed to catch up to them in an alleyway. We ran after them. Until then, Keiyu and Reika Kitami jumped over the fences almost at the end of the alleyway. This is Eagle 6. They are splitting up. Keiyu went westbound and Reika went eastbound. I notified other air units to go after them, the helicopter operator said. I need any local patrol units in the area to go. After the two other suspects, Nick Wilde said through the radio. Huskash Thundersnipe, and the Punisher went after Caillou, while Linknife, the Punisher, and Tora Yuge went after Reika Kitami. Me, Nick, Judy Hopps, and Nick Wilde went after Oboro, until luck was on our hands. Oboro tripped at the near end at another ally. We then saw a ZPD Mustang pulling up on street, but it was red instead of the usual black color. And an unmarked black Dodge Charger pulling up on the street as well. The one in the red ZPD Mustang was ZPD True Officer Ryuki. The others in the unmarked Charger were the other tactical team members, being Snowlock, Tadicolt, Wolfard, and Grizzoli. LSPD, do not fucking move, Tadicolt said to Oboro. Oboro surrenders. We got one in custody. Does anyone have sight of that whiny, bald piece of shit and that horrid aide? Ryuki said through the radio. Caillou is running past a Burger King eastbound, a few streets away from the Bible Black Academy, the other air support operator said. We then hurried back to our cars, which were not far from us. Ryuki left in his Mustang to either find Reika or Caillou. Snowlock, Tadicolt, Wolfard, and Grizzoli took Oboro away. I knew the answer was either prison or death row when we got to our car. We chased after Caillou because he was near our location. When we got the location and saw him trying to disguise himself as Osama bin Laden inside a dumpster, as Huskash, Thundersnipe, and the Punisher were telling Caillou to get out of the dumpster. He then gets out of the dumpster, tried running away as his fake beard fell off. We saw Caillou running towards Erin and a Raichu named Jessica with the Palestinian alarm clock in his hand, possibly to attack her. Blue use Ice Beam, I said to my Suicune as it used Ice Beam, freezing Caillou in his tracks. Erin was surprised to see what was going on. Jessica then used Thunderbolt on Caillou in a rage. The impact of the Thunderbolt caused the Palestinian alarm clock to explode on impact. Caillou dies from the explosion. We found Reika Kitami, but she's dead because an Arcanine Okami hybrid attacked her, Ryuki said through the radio. We got to the location immediately, just as Ryuki said that, when we got there. Ryuki was not kidding. There was the Arcanine Okami hybrid standing next to Reika Kitami, burnt alive, as she's now deceased. It used Bite and Flamethrower on her before we even had a chance to capture her, Ryuki said. Me and Blue looked at this mythological hybrid with its red stripes glowing brightly. Then out of nowhere, a demonic creature that looked like Smile Dog rising from a void and dragged Reika Kitami into hell. That was really unexpected. We then looked back and saw that Little Bill and Little Bear were the ones that did that because they used a red book. Wow, that's really unexpected, but glad she's gone, I said. Almost forgot one more thing, Little Bear said. Little Bear opened the book and showed it to us. It displayed Caillou now dead from the impact on the same street. A few seconds later, Imptan appears from the ground along with Boris. Then they dragged Caillou into depths of hell as they fed Reika Kitami, Oboro, and Caillou to a bunch of demonic wolves and Smile Dog. I was confused and surprised as everyone else who was involved. I thought Oboro was being taken to prison, Linkknife said. Well, what happened was that Oboro tried to flee after trying to kick Wolfard in the stomach while taking her to a jail facility. But then an Eevee held by Lacey with a mysterious power killed her, Little Bear said. Loneliness? I answered. Yeah, her Eevee named Loneliness killed Oboro, Little Bear said. The mission is successful under mysterious circumstances. The mission was even reported on SBC. Even cell phone footage was shown during the news report. Where Caillou is trying to outrun us and attempted to hurt Erin and Jessica, but then Blue and Jessica killed Caillou. We took these three menaces off the earth, being Female Bill Cosby, Winnie Bald Bastard, and Osama Fucker.